For more than 10 years, California-based Zero Motorcycles has been a force to be reckoned with in the electric vehicle world. Known originally for its electric motocross bikes and then its range of increasingly impressive road-legal motorcycles, Zero Motorcycles has been called the Tesla of the electric motorcycle world more than once. Every year, like clockwork, Zero rolls out improvements to its entire line of electric motorcycles, improving range, efficiency and charging times, as well as tweaking top speed, acceleration and handling. Its FX, FXS, S, SR, DS and DSR have all earned themselves high praise from bikers and non-bikers alike, and you can see them on the roads of pretty much any major city around the world. But with competition from rival companies hotting up, Zero has pushed itself further than ever before, unveiling what it calls the next step in its journey, the Zero SRF. Revealed earlier today, it's Zero's most expensive motorcycle to date, but Zero says it's the future of motorcycles. And here's what we know about it so far. Oh, and because we don't have much in the way of video footage from Zero yet, that's coming later this week, quite a lot of this video uses photos from the press kit and what little video there currently is available. Part of the same S family as the S and SR, the SRF is a naked street fighter that looks absolutely stunning. It's the most conventional looking Zero to date, and to be honest, you'd have trouble telling it apart from many internal combustion engined bikes from a distance. The ZF 14.4 kWh lithium-ion battery pack, again an evolution of Zero's own in-house battery tech that's been with the company since day one, offers a city range of 161 miles per charge, with a combined city highway range of 123 miles. Go full out on the highway at 70 miles an hour or more, and you'll get less than 82 miles with the standard battery pack. But, like some of its other motorcycles, the Zero SRF can be fitted with an additional battery pack known as the power tank. This takes away some of the luggage storage capabilities of the SRF, namely the tank cubby or box, but it does add an additional 3.6 kilowatt hours of extra capacity to the battery. When combined with the onboard battery pack, Zero promises a city range of 200 miles per charge, although I should note that, just like electric cars, range and performance for an electric motorcycle will vary greatly. Weather and road conditions, rider weight and how the bike is ridden will all have an impact on real-world range. Unlike its main rivals, the Energica SA-SA9 and soon-to-launch Lightning Strike, Zero has decided to not include DC quick charging with its Zero SRF. Instead, it will offer the Zero SRF in two different configurations. Standard, which comes with a 3 kilowatt onboard charging unit, and Premium, which comes with a 6 kilowatt charging unit. Both use standard electric car 240 or 110 J1772 charging, depending on infrastructure, and they can charge in 4.5 hours to 100% for the standard, or 2.5 hours for the premium off a 240-volt J1772 station. Like some of the other Zero models, you can also specify a rapid charge option, which adds an additional 6 kilowatts of onboard charging. Like the power tank, however, it fits into the top tank area on the bike, so you can't use it and the power tank at the same time. With the rapid charge option, the standard SRF with 9 kilowatts can charge from empty to 95% full in 1.3 hours, while the full 12 kilowatt configuration with the premium, 6 kilowatts on board plus 6 additional kilowatts, gives you a 1-hour charge time from empty to 95% full. That is slower than the 30-minute or so to 80% that some of its rivals offer, but is a little bit of swings and roundabouts because the J1772 configuration of the SRF means it can charge at a lot more places. Although I should note, I've not seen that many 12 kilowatt J1772 public charging stations in the wild, even though you can buy them. When it comes to performance, Zero is surprisingly quiet on the sprint time. But it does say the SRF's new Z-Force 75-10 coaxially mounted electric motor, the largest motor it's ever made, can push out 82 kilowatts of power and 140 pound-feet of torque. 82 kilowatts, by the way, is 2 kilowatts more power than the motor in the original Nissan LEAF. And unlike the LEAF, which weighed about 3,300 pounds, the SRF weighs just 485 pounds. I'll let you do the power to weight calculations if you're so inclined. Top speed is electronically limited to 124 miles per hour for bursts, with a sustained top speed of 100 miles per hour in order to keep the motor and everything else operating at the right temperature. Tying this all together is what Zero says is the most advanced operating system it's ever had on its bikes, so-called Cypher 3, which it claims makes the Zero SRF the first Internet of Things motorcycle out there. I'd not be so sure as I'd go to say that, but it does mean that the SRF gets many features that electric car owners have come to expect over the years. Remote telematics, remote charging and charge tracking, and motorcycle location sharing, both for security and group ride purposes. Zero also says over-the-air updates will be available for the bike. Bosch Motorcycle Stability Control will also come as standard, with user-programmable riding modes tweaking both throttle response, braking characteristic and drag torque control. This all sounds absolutely fantastic, and I for one can't wait to try one out myself. But there is one tiny problem: price. With a standard SRF expected to go on sale this spring from $18,995 and the premium, which adds a windscreen and heated grips among a few other things, adding an extra $2,000 on top of that, the SRF isn't a cheap bike. In fact, it's the most expensive Zero model to date and puts it midway between the yet-to-launch Lightning Strike and the Harley-Davidson Livewire, which also hasn't hit the market but we know will cost 30 grand. For a comparison, for the Zero SRF, you could buy a BMW R1200 GS Adventure Dual Sport for about the same price. Granted, they're not in the same motorcycle category or cross-shop against each other, but it's worth remembering that just like electric cars, electric motorcycles do have a higher sticker price than their internal combustion engine counterparts. While electric cars are slowly approaching price parity, the Zero SRF hasn't reached it yet. That said, I love the look of this new bike, and of course, I'm going to try and get my hands on one to review. What about you? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. That's it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.